What's the wildest thing your child has done? Did you have a good laugh or learn an important lesson from that experience? Do you want to share your story? Maybe you can't stop thinking of a huge accomplishment that you had from being a mom. I want to hear about that too. Welcome to my podcast. The Wealth of Wellness presents This Incredible Mom Life. Hi, I'm Ami, a mom of 3 boys who have given me countless laughs, proud mama moments, and endless challenges. Join me every week as we hear the craziest and most unbelievable mom stories. I'll be sharing the huge accomplishments and triumphs of both our moms and their kids. We'll giggle, cheer on the kids, and discuss obstacles and lessons learned along the way. I want to hear if your 3-year-old says a stampede of boogies just came out of his nose, or if your 10-year-old created an infomercial to save his dad's receding hairline, or even if your 13-year-old's robotics project turned into a disaster. I also want to know if your 15-year-old finally came out of his shell in high school and joined a bunch of clubs, and even the fencing team. Let's share, laugh, learn, and grow together, one crazy mom story at a time.
Hi, I have no health or wellness tips for you today. I'm just keeping it light and funny with a story. So, our town hosts a community tag sale each year. One time, I decided to sign up to sell the toys and clothes that my kids had outgrown. The event was held at our local park. Each family had 2 parking spaces in which to set up their things to sell. There were about 30 families there selling their old things. The event ran from 9 to 2, and so my husband and I were there around 7:30 in the morning to start setting up. My mom was babysitting the 3 boys that day. She had said they would bring the kids around lunchtime to walk around and also bring food for us. So there we were. Things were going well. I was trying to make a few dollars, and my husband was trying to give everything away for free. He was like, just take it. I don't want to take it back home. Just take it. But anyways, later in the day, my parents and the kids showed up. Of course, the first things the kids saw were some of their old toys. They put a few of them back into the car and said they were not to be sold. And then they went off to see what other people were selling. About 20 minutes later, I hear a child screaming, "Look what we got! Look what we got!" I'm thinking, oh boy, some parents are going home with some junk today. Of course, I look up and see that it's my son screaming and running down the parking lot towards me. I'm looking at his hands, and they are empty, excitedly flailing in the air. I'm thinking, he's not holding anything. What could he have possibly gotten? Well, about 50 feet behind my son, I see my dad carrying a huge, life-sized stuffed panda on his back. Now, my kids love stuffed animals, and I have a lot of them at home. I think you have heard some of my tales in previous episodes. But anyways, at this point, my son is in front of me. He's like, "Look, Mom, it was only $10. Grandpa said we could get it." He was so excited. By this time, the tag sale was almost over. So my parents left, and the kids stayed with us to help us clean up. We packed up the car, and as my husband started driving, I took a look in the back of the minivan. I see my 2 older kids in the middle seats, and in the 3rd row, I see my youngest son with this huge panda. I just started laughing. At our house, all the stuffed animals are named and are given a personality when they first join the family. This panda was named Mega Chunk, and we affectionately call him Chunky for short. You have heard my stories of some of the other stuffed animals in previous episodes. Because he was so large, Chunky earned a permanent seat in one of our sofa chairs in the family room. We only moved him temporarily upstairs into my son's room when we had guests over. Mega Chunk's personality is that of the instigator. He would wrestle with my youngest son, who was about 5 at the time. He would also encourage the smaller stuffed animals to cause mischief when we weren't paying attention. He was also a coward and loves Chinese pizza. These were the stories that my kids created when they were younger. Just to come full circle, a few years later, we had made friends with a new family. We were at their house for dinner one day. My son came running into the kitchen saying that the other family had a chunky too. I laughed, and the other mom said, yes, we got him at a garage sale for $5. My dad had paid double that amount. So now I'm curious, what has your child brought home from a tag sale? It really is true that someone's junk is another person's treasure. I want to see your tag sale finds. Take a picture of what your kids brought home and share it on social media with this episode. Tag me at the Wealth of Wellness LLC so I can see it too. Head on over to my social media pages to see a picture of our dear Mega Chunk in his chair. I hope you had a good laugh today. I said I didn't have a wellness tip, but I guess I do. Laughing is a great way to relieve stress and improve your mental and emotional health. Share this episode with a friend who needs a laugh today.
Are you struggling to be the best mom you can be? Are you fatigued, overwhelmed, and stressed out? Are you losing precious time with your family because of PMS? If so, join my signature 12-week program, the Vibrant Women Project, and you will be a much happier mom. In just 3 months, you will learn how to eliminate your symptoms of PMS, increase your energy, reduce stress, and fully enjoy this incredible mom life. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you learned something from these stories. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. It really helps this show grow. If you have a mom story you would like to share, click on the link in the description below on becoming a podcast guest. Remember, the content on this podcast is for general information only. It does not replace any medical advice given by your healthcare providers. Please check with your doctor if you have any questions about your specific condition before starting any new diet or exercise regimen. Thank you, and you will hear from me soon.